lucky f***. Hello, rapscallions, and welcome back to another episode of Return to Britain. If you are just tuning in, well, congratulations, it's the very beginning of the episode, so you've only missed 2 seconds. But if you didn't catch the last episode, is what I meant to say, we're not too far off the north coast of Australia. In theory, if I just keep on walking in this direction, I should hit the ocean, and then we can make a boat and set sail. So I can't go far wrong just doing this. In the last episode, you'll know that I had to build temporary shelter in the middle of Australia because I spent most of the day engaged in tomfoolery and didn't get very far. But it was quite good because there was lots of spiders in the desert, and I managed to get enough wool for beds for the journey. Apologies if I don't sound myself today. I am actually feeling rather ill. I have a sore throat, and I'm on some kind of medication, newfangled medication that just makes me feel nauseous. So, yes, that'll be entertaining for you, just listening to me moan for the next 20 minutes. Sounded like there was a zombie spawner back there, but I do not have time for that kind of nonsense. Things to do. And it looks like the desert is ending. And if I remember rightly from the map, let's get this pumpkin for some reason. I seem to remember the map does go a bit greener. What am I doing? Yes, what I'm trying to say is the map does go greener the more you get to the north of Australia, so this is looking promising. Oh! Looks like we're here! That looks like ocean! Huzzah! Yep. Got a little bay going on here. This is definitely where we need to be. Ah. Splash. Splosh. That's nice and refreshing. Right, let me just work out where I am. Okay, hello, I've just built a sky column so I can see the terrain in a bit more detail, and I've figured it out. You can see this sad-looking octopus kind of shape in the grass here, sad-looking ghost. And using that as a reference point, I can see it's here on the map. And what I am going to do is head around, let's put this on bigger view, is head around to my left, follow the coastline round, and once I'm directly underneath Indonesia, I'll build a boat and head on up and around. Okay, we're back on terra firma. Apologies for the skipping in and out, it just took me quite some time to get down from there. Okay, so let me follow this coastline around to the left until we get to, there's a small island just off the coast that looks easily defendable. And that seems like a very good place to set up a new temporary base with a bed in it. Currently, if I die, I will respawn back in Sydney, which is a good 2 days trek away. So if I was to die here, I would almost certainly lose all my stuff, and it would just be very inconvenient to go right back to the beginning. So yes, we will build a bed right before we depart this land for good. I suppose a brief recap of the rules are in order. As you've seen, we're playing on the fantastic Planet Earth Recreation map. Link in the description box if you want to download it yourself. We are also playing in hard difficulty, and I'm trying to get from Australia to Britain. Oh, that's interesting. Like some little kind of water pedestal. Feels like there should be a chest on it. Okay, night is drawing in. I don't know how far I'm yet to walk. Let's take a little look. Alright, yep, we must be there. So there's still quite a bit of walking to do. So let's make haste. Additionally, as I'm playing in hard difficulty on this Odyssey back to Englandshire, if I die, I will donate $20 to the Child's Play charity via ironmanmode.com. Again, link in the description box. And you can do similarly if you feel that is something you would like to do. Just head on over to the site and donate. It can be as little as $1 if you fancy. Otherwise, do share it around because it might find its way into the hands of a Russian oligarch who will watch this video and think, yes, I would like to donate $1 billion to the charity.
It's 2 hours.
Thank you, drunken computer clock. Okay. I need to stop dillying and or dallying. And I don't often do this, but it's time to sprint. A little bit conscious of using up all my food reserves, but... desperate times, my friends, desperate times. Yes, going back to the donating money to charity, I've so far died twice, so that's $40 to a good cause. I think that was episode 3 if you want to go back and watch that, if you haven't already. Right, here looks good. Oh, and look at that! There's Indonesia. Okay, what do I need? I've got my bed handy, that's good. I've got enough string for another spare bed, and I've got cobble. Let's start building. I always leave this to the last minute. Bow, that is not helpful. One good thing about this base is because it's got a bed in it, I'll be able to skip past the night time. Whereas I was reluctant to put down a bed in the middle of the desert last night and had to defend myself all evening. But I did, admittedly, get a lot of good stuff out of it, so... c'est la vie! It wouldn't pass for great architecture, unless you lived in Swindon. But it will do. Actually wish I had time to gaze more at the sunset, because that looks quite beautiful. Let's finish that off. That'll do. Awesome. Looking good. And sleepy times for now. I am dreaming of notches great big... And it's morning! Hello, Australia. Beautiful day as always. Hello, one and all. Kinda makes me sad to be leaving, actually. But the adventure must continue, and I guess if I'm unfortunate enough to die and end up back at this little ramshackle stone hut, I should really leave myself some provisions, as well as making myself a boat. Otherwise, I'm going nowhere fast. Now, the other thing I wanted to do, way back in episode 1, I invited all of you old beans to leave some comments, and I would duly try and respond to them, and I failed to live up to that promise. So, let's see here. First up, we've got Eric Lee 912. Hello, Eric. How can I install this on the Mac? Well, Eric Lee 912, I assume you're talking about the Planet Earth map we're currently playing in. I am also playing on a Macintosh, and as you've just found out, it's not quite as easy to install custom maps and textures as it is on a Windows personal computer. However, what I'll do, rather than go through a lengthy explanation here, is leave a guide in the description box of this video. So if you're struggling there, just have a look at that, and you will be right as rain, my friend. Right as rain. Eric Lee 912 also commented, bony bone lovers. Which I rather like. You know what? I think, Eric Lee 912, we are going to use that as the official name for Skellingtons from now on. Okay, thanks for that. And PipFlip20 is asking, when's part 5? A great question, PipFlip20, because this is part 5. You may well be watching it right now. So what is the purpose of this redundant answer? Well, just in case anyone else out there is wondering when there's going to be a new update, the best thing to do would be to either subscribe to this YouTube channel, or alternatively, I heard the kids like Twitter nowadays, so you can follow at IronManMode, and you can get updates from the curator as he uploads these. I was only planning to do them rather infrequently, but if you guys are enjoying them enough, I will try and do them on a more regular basis. So thank you for that, PipFlip20. And we're one bed ahead of ourselves, which is quite good for this next leg of the journey. And enough food. Speaking of which... fishy diet. Right, it's time to be away. Goodbye, Australia, and thanks for all the fish. Here we go. Our maiden voyage to a foreign country. Just make sure I am 100% certain where I'm going. Okay, basically just head towards land, I guess, and circle around. Should be straightforward enough. This is rather pleasant. Some nice gentle music. Someone's growing an underground sugarcane farm. Nice. Guess I can take this time to answer a few more comments. So, also a quick response to Alavo Rasaldana, if I pronounce that right. I spawned in California and I want to get to Europe. Good choice, sir, good choice. It's very nice in Europe. We have fantastic dental care, in Britain especially, and all the crumpets you can eat. So Godspeed, sir, and good luck. That brings us neatly to Wall Weapons Only, who commented, the only reason this video is funny is because he sucks so much. Damn Brit. Well, sir, I believe without the shroud of anonymity given to you by the internet, you would not dare say that to my face, because you can be rest assured that I would get you to put up your dukes and I'll biff your monocle out. So, how about that, eh? How about that? But seriously, arguing on the internet is a foolish endeavour. So as soon as you're finished besmirching my fine character, we can all get back to enjoying how silly the word besmirching sounds. Oh, we've got some cloud up ahead. Perhaps a squall is coming in. Nah, not really. It's actually quite a nice day. Rather enjoying Indonesia on our little world tour here. Beautiful. Don't quite know how well the nighttime is going to work out. I'm supposing I will have to keep further away from these coastlines in order to avoid being sniped at by those bony bone lovers when they spawn. But I guess I will cross that bridge when I come to it. Who knows, I might actually arrive up in Asia before nightfall. Still a fair chunk of the day left. Although perhaps I'm being a tad optimistic. Oh, look at this. Looks like the Minecraft equivalent of Pandora. On a less epic scale. Probably got about 5 minutes left of the day. Don't even know where I am on the map. In fact, I'm not going to look. I'm just going to carry on going as we're going and we'll see what happens. That is the spirit of adventure, my friends. The spirit of adventure. Oh, one thing I could do, since wood seems to be plentiful around here, is perhaps stock up on that. Yeah, only got 9 wood and 3 wooden planks, so I'm going to pull in here. Seems like quite a good time to end the episode for now. I'm sure the night time will bring with it more excitement when it inevitably comes. So all that remains for me to say is thank you so much for watching once again. I do hope you'll tune in next time. Remember, it's all for charity, so head over to ironmanmode.com to check that out. And hopefully we'll make it to Asia in one piece. Do wish me luck. Oh, this is gorgeous. So glad we made it to Asia in one piece.